Let's see who joins at this time of night. Let's go to live chat. Who's going to be the first person to join? G'day, go. It's go time. G'day, go time. I thought let's go live for 30 minutes, see what people have to say before I head to bed, hit the hay. So a good game of footy tonight, Brisbane v Geelong. Obviously, if anyone tuned into my live stream, that was a good game to watch. And it was good to get people down to watch it with me as well. A few of my mates. Look, I feel like I can get that going every 3 or 4 weeks. I don't want it to be like every week, obviously. And I don't think that'll ever happen. But maybe every few weeks, I can maybe get them down on a Friday night. I don't know. What do people reckon? Go Will. Go Port Adelaide Legend. Loving the haters. I haven't really seen what people have said. So I've seen a couple of people blame the umpires on the Cats, but at the end of the day, when you have 10 more scoring shots, you deserve to win the game. I think they were the better side. I've had four drinks go time, so I'm fine. I've got a couple more, but I'd rather just save it, really. There's no need to have it now in bed. Go Pat Kaz. Well, if they were the paid actors, Will, they did not receive their $50 that I was meant to give them, so joke's on them. I've got free actors. But yeah, I might use this 50. What I might do tomorrow, tomorrow's gonna be a hectic day. Like I might on the stream give you an insight on what's gonna happen next week, because it's gonna be pretty interesting. How old am I? 18. But I will be my birthday's next week, actually, on Friday, so that'll be interesting. Bad beers are underrated. Yeah, but look, I've got my plans to get up early tomorrow, to go to Caulfield, like 8 a.m. And the reason, it's a weird one, but the reason is that's the only place right now that I have found that sells footy cards. Go to Caulfield at 8, to 7-Eleven, get some 8 packs of Team Coach, come back at like 9 or whatever, how long it takes, or leave to go at 8, film a quick, I've got a very interesting idea, quickly film that, pack, because I've got to pack my shit, my equipment, my luggage, going to head to my grandparents later Saturday, because my the rest of my family's off to Mansfield for 5 or so days, but I've elected not to go because I don't want to miss out on a couple of footy games. UCAT's coming over on next week. I have a few things planned. I had things planned before they even scheduled the trip, and I need to catch up on uni work. So I thought, let's just not go. So I've got to pack everything tomorrow. I might start a weekly vlog tomorrow, bring them back for this week only. See how that goes. All right, let's see what people are saying. Gary Tom says he's drinking at the cricket presentation show, and I hope I don't get too drunk. Good luck on that one, Go Time. Yeah, I'll stream Thursday night, but I don't think I'll stream Friday night. I don't think I'll do a proper birthday stream. I might do a birthday countdown stream, but it won't involve drinking because I'm not drinking on Thursday night. Did not mean to do that. Total drama. I won't be streaming for too long because I want to get up early tomorrow. But will that happen? We'll see. I guess we'll see. You drink too much often, says Go Time. How do I set up I'm in bed, obviously. I mean, you can tell. I mean, it doesn't take an idiot to realise I'm in bed. I'm so pissed off I'm going away when you get to Melbourne. When are you going away, Will? Like, what dates? Who's Well, I was going to say, if you wanted to go to the footy on Sunday, but, yeah, I don't know, Carlton's playing, so... I don't know, I can put the angles here, but then I've got to, like, hold it up. Port Adelaide Legends on 289, so he's 11 subs away from 300. This is a useless stream, it really is. I don't know why I thought I'd go live. Maybe I am drunk. Well, I know I'm not drunk, but... You're going from Thursday to Tuesday. Wait, so you're going next Thursday? Well, we're going to be filming a few things on the Tuesday, and I still think that I don't know if it'll happen or not, but if I can get things going and I can get a place to like a ground to film at, Goal King Challenge was subbed on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday during the day. And if you're in Melbourne, Will, you can come down. Am I tired? I'm not that tired, but I might look tired. I always look tired when I'm in bed, really. But it's pretty shit. I might end it very soon. We'll see. We'll see. It's one of those streams where I'm just going to read everything that's said, even if it's stupid. I'll probably read it. Is Team Coach better or Select Cards? For content, Team Coach, like, that gets more views and it's probably more engaging, but look, I think Select are better in the cards that they produce. They're better cards than Select. I'd probably go to that. Nah, you'd go. UCAT will be there, Ryder will be there, so it's not just going to be hacks. And there will be hacks that'll come, let's be real, but it'll be... You never know who... I see, it's a mystery who will show up to that. So I'd go if I you. If you've got nothing on, like, why wouldn't you go? It's one of the... It's not a lifetime opportunity, but it's a once in a blue moon. It's not going to happen very often, so you might as well. I'd go if it's on a Wednesday. I don't think I'll do it on a Wednesday. I can't do it on a Wednesday, actually. So it's probably either going to be Tuesday or Monday. If it happens next week, it'll either be Monday or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday. Total drama with a $1 donation. Click on live chat. You're working both days. During the day. Yeah, that's annoying, but I don't know. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because I see you every other week. It's not like this is the one opportunity for you to get, I don't know, on camera on my channel or... I'm a pretty shit kick. Yeah, but look, it's not like it's me, you, who else? Mitch, Ryan, and Mick Cleary on a Goal King. They're going to be other shit people. Like Mr. Saints fan, if he comes, he was abysmal. In fact, he pissed... If I'm going to give away hack votes, he's getting the hack votes. If I were to give away hack votes. Because he just kept begging to get on the stream. When, like, clearly he could see that I had other people on. He wanted him and Shanna to get on. And he was just an idiot for most of the stream. It pissed me off. 30 hours in 2 days, but yeah, I wanted to kick the footy. Well, hey, at least you're not Will or Bitter who aren't going to any of the games. You're going on Saturday, aren't you? Well, I've never seen you kick a footy, Will. Legitimately, we've done a lot of shit together, but I haven't seen you... Actually, no, I have. I saw you at the Southern Cross car park, but that's about it. Or where the airport... Well, not the airport, where the airport, the bus services are. That terminal. But I haven't seen you kick a proper footy for a Goal King challenge. What time is it in Melbourne? It's actually not, like, incredibly late. When you think it's only like 12:40. But it feels a lot later. I don't know. It feels a lot later. Maybe it's because of the fact that I'm already sort of tired. It's probably because I've had a few to drink. It's probably because I've been up all day working on an assignment that's overdue because I'm a fucking lazy prick. But that's alright. We live, we learn. You're going to good for... Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely going to Good Friday. I'm still not 100% sure about Saturday night. I'm 100% sure about Saturday afternoon. But, my birthday's on the Friday, so I might do something on Saturday if people are up for it with my mates. It's going to be a hectic week, and I think I'll weekly vlog it. Daylight savings. Yeah, daylight savings. I think that was last week where I got an extra hour sleep, and now, it gets dark a lot earlier. I think it gets dark at like 6. Daylight savings, or middle of summer, it gets dark at like 9. Like there's still daylight at 9:30. There's no daylight anymore after 6:30. It's a bit weird. But I've seen like some place in fucking where like Sweden, northern Sweden, where at midnight it can still be daylight during the summer. It's weird. It's really strange. So you're not, yeah, okay? Yeah, I knew that go time. I knew you could go to the Saturday day game, but not the night game. You said you could go Saturday St Kilda Gold Coast. Working the 4 Easter holiday days. Yeah, that's decent. Well, Will, if you go to Mount Burr, you've got to go to Shannon's house because that's the only thing that's worthwhile visiting at Mount Burr. So if you're going to go there, you might as well go to Shannon's house. And I expect you to go to Shannon's house if you're going. But yeah, Will, you said on we could probably organise shit. Like, I don't know. I'm assuming you're probably not going to be able to go on Sunday. But if you do want to go to the footy on Sunday, I have an extra ticket, so let me know. Work is 7 p.m, so we'd have to... Well, the game is at 1:10 go time. 1:45, the Saturday Saints v Gold Coast game. So the game would finish at 4:20, and your work starts at 7. So I'm sure you'll be fine. I'm sure you can watch the whole thing, mate. It'd be awkward. But, like, if you're going to go to Mount Burr, why wouldn't you go? You've got to do it. You'll be watching the Carlton. Yeah, that's fair enough. That's what I was going to ask you, like, you Carlton game's on, so there's no point, really. Do I like Rod Blogs? Yeah. I don't know why you're so desperate for that answer. I mean, it was probably an obvious yes for that answer because who doesn't like Rob Blogs? They're elite. I just realised I won't be driving. If you're taking the train if you're taking it, mate, go time. Southern Cross to Geelong is like an hour 20, so you'll be fine, mate. So what is the time? It is 12:49. I might. What do I do? I'll probably have to get up at 7 if I want to do what I said I was going to do earlier. We'll see what we do. We will see. But feel free to drop any more questions or just anything you want to say for the next 10 minutes. A bit of a random stream. That's all right. We always get these random night streams. You get but if you're in Geelong, like what's there to get paranoid about? Like, yeah, the game will end at 4:20. You leave at the very latest at 5. You get to Geelong at 6:20. You've got 40 minutes spare, and if you really need it, you can bring your uniform in your bag or some shit. So I don't know. I feel like yeah, you'll be fine. What ATAR? I wouldn't know the exact number. I don't know the exact. I know it was 76 something. I think. Don't know what it was exactly, but I did a video on it. So if you really care, you can go watch it. I think it's got over 10K views now, but I thought when I got that out, there was a potential of that absolutely blowing up because those ATAR reaction videos can get over 100K views if you're lucky. Mine was, like, at the time of uploading, it was still a good video, how it performed, but I don't know, could have done a bit better, but 10K, I'd still... I'll go back. How do you get the courage to do match day vlogs? That's actually a decent question. Like, when I first started my match day vlogs, I was very awkward behind the camera. I was very shy. It was very embarrassing. It still is sometimes when you film in public. So you barely saw my face. It's pretty crap. But nowadays, it's like, well, every time I go to a Saints game, I have to do a match day vlog. So it's like, well, you might as well just, well, who cares? Who cares what people say? It can get awkward at times, but for the most part, it's fine. Because at the end, no one's gonna. What are people gonna say? If you want to do a match day vlog and film yourself, film the game, then film it. Like, no, it's not like, if you want to do that, then you can do that. You can't let anyone stop you from doing that. But it's a little bit. It can be awkward at times, but you've just got to accept it because at the end of the day, you're getting what you want to get out of it. That's probably like the shittest motivation. Like, don't even listen to what I said there. But it's not really as bad as it seems. But when I first started, I was very. I don't know. It was quite awkward. Have I ever looked on Big Footy? Yes. What's the origin of the name? The origin of I've been asked that every stream, probably literally every stream I've ever done. I started my channel just opening footy cards, Cardman, that sort of correlates, doesn't it, together? And then I thought, actually, when I made the account, I needed a second name, like a first name, last name. So I had to put something at the end of Cardman, so I thought 22. I don't know. I have no reason for the number at all, so don't ask, don't at me. But I'll probably give out different responses whenever I get asked that question because I get asked it so many times. I can't always give out the same response. G'day, Saints fan. Saint Sam, sorry. Feel free to, this is your chance, these streams, your chance really for me to answer everything you say because there aren't many in chat and look, I've got the capability of answering everything you say because not many questions asked and I'm fully focused on chat. Unlike the stream I did it earlier tonight, like for anyone who was watching, what are your thoughts? Did you enjoy it? Did you like the people I had on? Because look, I've never done a stream like that where I've actually gone. I'm just thinking, was that the first time I've done an AFL live reaction with other people? If you exclude my family members, I think it might be. So yeah, and that was with my mates from school. Like I've known them for a while. They're good people. They're not like pricks. Like in the past, I've had mates who are like sort of cunts, but they're good people. They're good to be around. They weren't bad. Yeah, exactly, Will. But next Thursday night, that'll be big. I'm looking forward to that. Probably more than Friday. Let's be real, because I see my mates every week almost, and I've seen them for that long. But like next Thursday night, that'll be good. I'll get a couple special guests on if that all goes well, which it should. Cunts like Sammy. Actually, AFL 18. How is Sammy getting back from Geelong? Why did he go to that game by himself, and why did he vlog it by himself? Because the initial plan was I was gonna potentially go to that game with him, Ryder, and Go Time, but then we realised, shit, there aren't many tickets left because it's a Geelong home game, and there's not even that, like, the capacity's not as great as it once was. It's only like 24K. So yeah, we found out that there were like no tickets left, and the only half decent tickets were over $80. And then Ryder wasn't even allowed to go to the game at the end of the day. So it's like, that'd just be shit if I just went with Sammy and I had to pay $80. I'd much rather just stream at home with my mates, get a few drinks, get some pizza. But I really want to know how Sammy's going to get back. I was going to say, yeah, I would assume 12:57, the game ended at 10:30, that he'd probably be close to home. But remember, the game's at Geelong, I don't think he's home yet. It's going to take at least 2 hours for him to get home, and that's from leaving at the station. Sammy took the train. I don't get. Does Sonia and Bernie just not even give a shit anymore? Have I just given up with him? Because there's no way they could legitimately just allow Sammy to just wander around in Geelong by himself on a Friday night at midnight. He's in the city at midnight at 12:30. It's ludicrous. It's mind-boggling. That was a good setup you had in the lounge. Yeah, I had the idea in mind all week. I'm like, geez, if the Friday night game doesn't go to plan and I can't go to the game, that's my backup. And it was on like the Tuesday. No, it was on the what day was it? It was Monday where we couldn't get it going. I think it was the Monday anyway. So on Tuesday, I was just thinking about it whilst laying in bed. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. And it probably worked better than I thought with the setup. It actually looked all right. I couldn't get my lights. I didn't think there'd be any point. Like, there's no really point setting up my lights or anything else. Right now, my setup is at its very worst. Like, it's not great. I've just got random stuff on the table because I am packing for the week, and I'm going to bring most of my equipment to my grandparents' house. Like if I was going to Gold Coast if I was taking the plane anywhere, there's no way I'd be bringing any of my lights, any of my monitors, a lot of the stuff that you can see on the table, which isn't all of my equipment, but I thought, well, I might as well. It saves me from having to go home. Like, it's just, yeah. Sammy left it around 9:30. Really? Well, what's the point? Like, honestly, like, what is the point? It took him longer to get here than the time spent at the game, and it's not even any of his sides, and he's by himself, and he leaves at 9:30, and apparently he's going to get a match day vlog out of the game, but he's not, and if he does, it's going to be shit. It's just... Sammy's parents are extremely careless from this. Like, I feel like if Sammy was my age, I think my parents are quite strict on me, to be fair. Like, they still probably would rather not go out to Geelong and come back. In fact, they probably wouldn't even let me do that, even though I'm 18, right? And you'd think, oh, I'm an adult, I should be fine. But, like, Sammy cannot, I don't know how to say it, like, he's not able to function in the real world. He's an idiot. He can't get things done. So how Sammy's parents think that Sammy's going to be fine going to Geelong at this time of night and coming back is past me. It doesn't make much sense at all. But yeah, Sammy's parents probably given up on him since birth. He left 20 minutes in the third. Then why go to the game? Like, why would you go to the game, right, if you're leaving halfway through the third quarter when it was a pretty good game, the Geelong v Brisbane game? Geelong's pretty safe. I don't give a fuck where you go, even if you go to Uluru, or the safest place in Australia. And Sammy, he's going to have to go back to the CBD anyway. And the CBD, Melbourne CBD, is not a safe place at midnight, I can tell you that. Take me to your grandparents so I don't have to go away. But you wouldn't do that. Like, I mean, I could do that. I could probably ask, but you wouldn't. You wouldn't do that. You'd go to Portsea or wherever you're going, Portland. BKR Sports in the chat. How much money have you earned from YouTube? I revealed it actually on the stream, but I probably won't reveal it again because my mum wasn't happy when I said it. I'm like, yeah, I probably would rather not reveal how much I earned, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think. But I earn over $1,000 a month. Why the F? Yeah, I know. Like, I don't know. Why even go on the... I just feel like it's a waste of money. He didn't go with anyone. He left halfway through the third. And I just couldn't vlog a game by myself. I have to be... Even if it's with my dad, and, like, he's not really in the vlog that much because he's focused on the game, that's fine. But I can't just go to a footy game by myself and vlog it. It'd just be too awkward. Way too awkward. I'm not going to F1. Look, even if I was a massive fan of the F1, I still probably would have gone to the Saints game. If I was a massive fan of the F1, I'd be pissed off because it's the same time as St Kilda Hawthorn. But I don't really care about the F1, so I'm not going. I'm going to the St Kilda Hawthorn. I still have an extra ticket, so if anyone wants to go, maybe let me know. But you'd have to sit with me, Geordie, Pluto, and probably McCleary. So just beware. Do Sammy and BK have beef? Oh, accordingly, Sammy fucking hates BK's guts for no reason. Well, obviously, I couldn't do that. My parents... Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. I'm just saying, even if they were fine with that, I probably still couldn't do that. But when my uncles live in St Kilda, Geelong is 2 hours. You can't bloody... Yeah. Look, I'm sure Sammy's parents knew about it. There's no way he just did that without telling, because that would be woeful. How much from tonight's stream? I don't know. We got a decent amount of donos. I feel like because... I don't know if it's because I had other people on the stream, they helped contribute to the fact, but if you count members and all that sort of stuff, probably 75, 80 bucks, which is good. Yeah, that sounds good, go time. How old's Sammy? He's 16, but he's 16? Yeah, he is. He looks older, Sammy. He looks a lot older than 16, if I'm going to be completely honest, but he acts a lot younger. He acts like he's a 10-year-old, but he looks... Well, he can pass for a 19-year-old, honestly. $2,000 go time to Sydney. Jetstar offering tickets to Sydney for 69 bucks, which is something I really need to get on top of if I want to go to Sydney this year for the St Kilda Sydney game, which I'll do probably in the next week. He went from Rosebud to your house with... Yeah, I was like, Sammy, at least tell your parents that you're going to my house. But then at the same time, I didn't really want that because I didn't want his parents getting... I didn't want to get involved with his parents' saga. What I should have done is I should have just said, no, don't come to my house. But, look, I thought it'd be entertaining if I got Sammy on for the GGS stream, and it was. It was a fun stream. 800 at the club go time. Mate, I'll be the first to admit it. I have never been clubbing yet, but fucking what do you spend 800 bucks at a club? Strippers, yeah, exactly. Are you confident in the Saints getting over the Hawks? I'm not like fully confident like I was against the Pies. I was pretty confident before we played them, but we should win. I'm pretty confident, but I'm not like that confident. I'm confident enough that I think we'll win, but it could go either way. It's going to be a good game. No, I don't do fantasy. See you, Saint Sam. Yeah, I somewhat apologise, I guess. Yeah, I mean, look, I haven't uploaded that much so far this week. I've only uploaded twice, if you don't count last or this tonight's stream. But yeah, I just haven't really had much to upload. There haven't really been anything. It hasn't been much to upload at all. But next week, I'll film a few videos, and I've got one planned on Sunday. If I can, I got to just get up early, go to Caulfield, and if I can do that, then there'll be a video out on Sunday. So let's just hope I wake up early. I do regret it, but saving for a house deposit now. Yeah, look, any time, if I spent 2K on a footy trip, it would be worth it. But to witness Franklin's kicking 1,000 goals, I'd almost spend $2,000 on that. Like, you're never going to see that again on a footy field ever. So it's almost worth it. Keyword's almost, because $2,000. What's my personal record deadlift? I think I lifted 110 the other night. I don't know if that's good or not. Like, I can say something and then people say in chat, oh, well, I lifted 160, I lifted 160. But it's like, you start at the start and you go up. You're not really focused about what other people are lifting. You're focusing on yourself and your constant improvements. Like, I remember I could only lift like 32 max bench press. But now I can lift, I think 50 I can lift max, which is still not that much, but it's a good start. Like, it's good for an improvement. So, I'll chip at it. I'll lift more. I would, obviously, you would assume. 2 grand is like 5 months according to JYD. 2 grand will be 1 month very, very soon. In fact, it's almost going to be this month. Actually, April, it could almost be where I earn that 2 grand. So I don't see what the JYD is talking about. 50 is decent. 50 isn't like I can do 10 reps for 50. That's my max, mate. I could probably, I don't even know what I could do for 10 sets of 3, maybe 38. I really don't know. It's not like something to flex about. It's not like Dill Banger put a pic up on Instagram, but it's something to just go, you know what, it's better than what I started with, right? Look, Freo Fanatic, it's not going to be the, it's not going to be my, well, what's the word? It's not going to be my first plan. Like, it's going to, obviously I'm going to aim to get a proper full-time job through uni and all that, but I'd love to get, but there's a good chance it won't become a full-time job YouTube, so I can't rely on that for my future. I think I do 80k deadlift doing reps. Yeah, I think I did 85 or what was it, 85 for 10. But it was like I stopped for like a couple seconds and I did another one. And when I started, my back was fucked when I was doing it. Will says you're going to do 30k. Well, when I started, I couldn't even do 30Ks. Like, what could I couldn't do 30Ks for 10. But yeah, probably 38 on a good day for 10 times 3. Which is not terrible, but apparently Ryder can do like, I don't think he can do more than that, but he might. You can lift 1,000 kilos. Do you go to the gym, Will? I mean, I guess I do, but I've been quite inconsistent as of late. But it doesn't help how I've been really busy, and next week I can't even go because I'll be away. I'll be at my grandparents, so I can't go. Here's my key pass to the gym. This is my code, 4758. But look, I don't mind it. It's pretty good. My strength's all the leg ones. Yeah, people think legs are like leg days are so shit, but they're not that. Like, I don't think they're as bad as what people make out to be. Like, yes, they're not great. You feel like jelly afterwards, but it's not that bad. It's all right. Is Kate McDonald your idol? I wouldn't necessarily say my idol, but he was an inspiration in terms of switching up my content to footy, for sure. Like, I've been heavily inspired by Kate, and he's an absolute legend, but I wouldn't call him my idol. I could deadlift like 20 I'm sure you could deadlift more than 20 kilograms. I think you might be confusing deadlift with something else. Unless you've got major back pain, go time. But 20 kilos is nothing. What me and Dylan want to do, though, we want to get Sammy to the gym and just give him the complete wrong advice. Like, tell him to... We'll put, like, 1.5 kilo weights on the bench press, and we'll tell him it's, like, really good. Like, it'll be funny. But look, I don't think that'll happen till at least a week or two. Look, it's quite inconvenient that my parents decided to go to Mansfield this week without me knowing. Like, for one, they don't know that my uni doesn't end till the next week. For the semester. Oh no, not for the semester. For the fucking until the break. And you can't just book a holiday over my birthday without me knowing. Like, seriously, what if I had something planned? You're lucky I don't, but I still might. And, like, UCAT's coming into Melbourne for the first time since I knew who he was. And I don't want to miss out on 2 footy Saints games. That's just a waste. Make him deadlift 350 kilograms. Look, we'll do a lot of when it happens. It'll be funny. G'day, Menky. Long time no see, but hopefully you're going well, mate. I had bad back pain, so it's been trick. Can do 40 kilos with hamstring curls. I think I've done hamstring curls before, but I can't remember what the fuck that is. Hamstring curls. It's not leg press, is it? I don't know what they are, actually. Yeah, it'll be good. She'll make a video. It's going to be tough. If there are people there, I don't think I want to film too much, but look, I'll film a bit. It'll be funny. We'll get Sammy to do, like, just stupid shit. I'm pretty good at the calf raises. Yeah, calf raise. Well, when you are pretty good, like, you can do a big weight or you can do a lot of reps, or you can just do a good amount of weight. Like when I was doing calf raises, I was trying to get 120 calf raises in as little breaks as possible. So I think I got like 3 or 4 breaks. Like I do 40 calf raises till my calves, I can't feel them. I have to stop, and I have a bit of a break and continue. If I don't see UCAT this time, he's in Melbourne. I'll see him at. You'll have to see him when he's at Melbourne this time round. Even if I don't think he'll do it, but even if it's a Sunday, I'll probably see him like during the day. Go to the famous KFC before he head to the F1. You could probably head back at like I don't know 2ish to watch the Cohen game at home, or just during the week because he's gonna want to do shit. So you can see him there. I'm looking forward to seeing UCAT. Yeah, I definitely like my goal is to be pretty fit, to be a lot stronger by the by summer. And I've already had a kickstart. I've started since Feb. I've been a bit on and off for the last 2 or 3 months, weeks, sorry. But by next summer, I do want my physique to look differently. So that's the goal. We'll see what we do. We'll see what happens. Am I going to I'll go to yeah, definitely go to some games with UCAT. I'm guessing he'll be pretty busy. No, it's not like he's going to Melbourne. He's got fucking shit on every day. Like he's gonna have. He wants to schedule at least 1 or 2 days during the weekdays that week. With like the people in the group chat, let's just have a kick of the footy, like literally. And I'll be down if I can, like for the days I can, like Mondays, Tuesdays. I can't Thursdays. I can't Wednesdays and Friday. Well, Friday will be my birthday. It's gonna be a pretty good day Friday. What up to the vids with Mitch Ryan? I haven't seen Mitch Ryan since the Bulldogs and Kilda. Actually, no, wait. Since that goal kicking challenge with a random ball, which was almost a year ago. So it's been a while, and I've asked Mitch like 5, 6 times if he's free to do shit, but he's just so fucking busy. I've not been able to spend any bit of time with Mitch filming videos or anything. He's just too busy, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's just the way it is at the moment. Can't do much about that. Sammy, mate, why'd you go to the game? Sammy? Well, I'll make sure I'm free at least Monday. Yeah, we'll get things sorted. I'm going to travel for content. Yeah, hopefully I can go to a bunch of in-state games. I thought I was going to Canberra, but it doesn't seem likely anymore. Unless I feel like it could change if we go 4-1. Because I remember I told my dad after the Collingwood game, if we're still up for Canberra, he's like, no, fuck off, we're not going to Canberra. But that was all 0-1. If we go 4-1, I think he's going to maybe go, you know what, we're a chance. We'll drive to Canberra for the day. Why not? But yeah, I want to go to a few. What does Mitch do? He does drugs. No, I don't know. What does he do? He's in year 12. He's got footy. He's probably got other stuff, but that's a lot already. Year 12, like that is hectic. Did Bernie get the cane out? Look, I don't think Bernie cares. I think at this rate, if Bernie got murdered, if Sammy got stabbed and raped on fucking, I don't know, on Flinders Street at 11:30 p.m., Bernie couldn't care less. He's given up with Sammy. He's lost all hope. Bit of footy says after one game. Well, look, before the season's actually no, it might not have been after the Canberra game, but I remember after a loss or a shit performance, he changed his mind about Canberra. So I think, look, I have a feeling if we go 4-1, that mind might be he might alter that because I'm definitely not going by myself. It's just a waste of money, really. I'd rather just stream it on Friday night. It'd be better off, honestly. But look, I'd rather go than stream it, right? But I'd much rather stream it than go by myself and spend all that shitty money. I still haven't made a fucking AFL. Well, you gonna make an AFL video, Will? Yeah, but why would you go to Brisbane, Geelong, travel probably more than 2 hours on a train to the game, but leave halfway through the third quarter, when it's not like, okay, if it was Port Adelaide, Melbourne, I guess I could see where you're coming from, because that was a shit game, and you could, yeah, if you leave at 3/4 time, fair, but it wasn't a shit game. It was a really good game, honestly. So it just doesn't make much sense at all. Yeah, GWS bitter. So bitter, what do you have on the Sunday that's more important than going to the footy on Sunday? Saints v Hawks. I don't think I've been to a footy game with you bitter since the Essendon game. Oh no, I went Carlton Freo. But I do want to go to a few more games with you bitter whenever you're free. Like this year, I want to try and go to as many games as I can when I'm free. Go Thompson's 3-1 so far. Cats are looking good. But there's not much to say. Cats are right now probably a top 4 side. What am I doing? My big call punishments. What was the one for last week? I'm thinking it was. Oh shit! The goal. It was gonna be this Sunday, but it probably will be the one after. It'll be Friday, I'd say, or Saturday. So it'll be in 2 weeks at most for at least one of them. It seems like he's going to all. Well, he's already been to Adelaide twice. He's going to Melbourne on Sunday, so tomorrow technically. So I could see UCAT tomorrow theoretically. And apparently he's going. Where else? Well, he's going to go to Melbourne a couple of times this year, not just on next week. And then I don't know. He's going to a lot of places. UCAT. 20 people watching. Well, we were on single-digit viewers for like the first 15 minutes, so I probably should end it straight soon, but I'm fine sticking around for like 15, 20 minutes. I'll be honest, matchday vlogs don't do that well. Like, honestly, if you just compare them to the tipping videos or even the footy card videos, they don't compete. You've got to hope for like a really big game, like a kick after the siren, or if you lose by 100 points, that's what gets you the views. But if it's just a stock standard game, they don't do that well, unfortunately. But hopefully, like when I grow exponentially this season, that they'll just do better. But the Richmond one didn't do that well, but it was good enough. I'll take it, I guess. But like, I don't want to just fucking upload a match level every game I go to. Like, that's just not what I'm gonna do. Because if I go to 30 games this year, I don't want 30 match day vlogs. I'll vlog every Saints game and every blockbuster game that I attend. If I go Good Friday or Melbourne GWS, there's a chance I might vlog Good Friday genuinely because I feel like that will be interesting with just because of who I'm going with, and it's on my birthday, so I could title it birthday something like that, and I could I don't know, I could do some things at the game potentially, so I could vlog that, but like other than that, like if this is an irrelevant North v Bulldogs game, I don't think I'd vlog that. It'd just be no point. One way to Brizzy was like $500. It's bitter. Where the fuck did you see that? One way to Brizzy, $500. Maybe if you look at the flights for the next week's game to the Collingwood game. But that's because over Easter weekend, and the sooner you wait, the more it's going to cost. Like it's obvious, right? If you wanted to go to Brisbane tomorrow, compared to 3 months, it's going to cost a lot more tomorrow because it's more in demand. There aren't really many other options. If you got to go tomorrow, you got to go tomorrow. So you just have to pay that price. Easter, I reckon. But look, I think if you really want to find some good prices, Brisbane can be like pretty cheap, like $70. The same price to Gold Coast, and I've seen flights to Gold Coast for less than $60. It's pretty sick. Or maybe not that cheap, but still. Perth is, Perth is $1,200. I can find flights to Perth for $170 in July, so you just got to pick a time. It's cheaper to go to Gold Coast. Oh yeah, it probably would be actually. And I don't know why that is. Maybe because Gold Coast Airport is smaller. That's probably a really fucking hopeless reason, but that can't be a reason because Gold Coast Airport is smaller, then it's cheaper than Brisbane. Well, maybe because I actually don't know why, but UDC would be around a similar price. Because when you think about it, Gold Coast and Brisbane, they're really close to each other. They're only an hour away. So there aren't any flights from Brisbane or from Gold Coast going to each other. Because there's no point. It'd be like a 4-minute flight. Or just about. It'd be a useless flight. Jack, you've been a bit annoying on stream. Even though you did donate at the start, which I appreciate, you've been a bit annoying with some of your comments. All you've said is go live on Marvel, from Marvel on Sunday. I mean, I don't know if it's like a joke, that I should know what it means, but like the fucking Saints game's at the same time, and even if it wasn't, I wouldn't. Even if I was going to that game, why would I go live at Marvel? Yeah, airport too small, so that can't be it, surely. I think interstate games I'm going to try and go to this year, Adelaide and Pies. Yeah. It'd be pretty cool, Bitter, if there was like a Collingwood Saints game, but it was like, I don't know, in Adelaide or Cairns. And I know it would never happen, right? I mean, it would have happened. It did happen, Collingwood Saints. Actually, no, it didn't. But in 2020, it could have happened where it was interstate. But like, that would have been pretty cool, Collingwood Saints, because I'd go to that. Like, we could go to a Collingwood Saints game in Adelaide. That'd be pretty cool, but that would never fucking happen. Think about it. Les Plains fit and go. I was saying that could be a reason, but at the end of the day, like, why would that contribute to lower prices? Really. Flights to Adelaide are a piss take, so I'm locked in to go then. It's just all about when they're going to release the fucking fixture, because the AFL are really stupid. Well, not stupid, but it's just frustrating. And right now, at this point of the season, it's dumb why they haven't released the dates for the fixture after round 9. And round 10's the Adelaide game. So I don't know when the fuck that game is. It could be a Thursday night or a fucking Monday night. You don't know. What if I book, I don't know, Friday to Monday and we leave Monday morning and the fucking game's on a Monday night? They decide, let's go all out for a Monday night clash between Adelaide and St Kilda. How, like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck that shit. Like, I could see it in 2021 and 2020, but right now, they're not fucking going to reschedule games. Cities aren't going to lockdown anymore. We've passed that. So why have they not released the full fixture? What are they holding back on? The AFL already said that they're not going to reschedule games. So I don't understand why they're doing all this shit. Like, and if they're not, when are they going to release it? They haven't even scheduled a date. So it's like, we haven't booked tickets to Adelaide yet, but the longer we wait, the more expensive it's going to be. And it's just fucking frustrating. Like, a bit of a rant there, but it's just like fuck me. It's frustrating. What do I study? I study business in uni. I've gone up really far up. That's not even close to currently. Because I don't know due to COVID. Yeah, but that's just a cop-out. They don't know due to COVID. COVID, what, in 150 years' time? 2,182. Oh, well, COVID is the reason we can't do... Like, I know people are still going to get COVID and they're going to be teams that have to suffer like West Coast are so far. But that's got nothing to do with the fixture because they're not going to reschedule games. All games are going to be played at the stadium. So I just release the fixture, and if you really fucking have to, then at that coming week you can change it around a little bit, the dates or the times. But fuck me. Well, obviously, people passing away from COVID. That's not a reason. That is not a reason because people are passing away from COVID safer. Like, Jesus. Like, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself there. Did you see the craziness from Sydney Airport yesterday? I didn't. No. I see it would be normal now, but they can put... That could be the only reason. And it would not be COVID related if they want to wait to see, I don't know, after round 6 to see the good sides and to fixture the season based on the blockbuster games. Like, I don't know, after round 6, if they originally had a Port v, who is also shit, that, I don't know, Port v Essendon Friday night game, round 11, but both sides are shit, so they'd rather, let's go Carlton, they'll change it to Carlton Hawthorn or Carlton Collingwood, right? Which I can see, but like, just live with it. I think it's a shit idea. I hope they don't do that next year, where they decide to bring out a rolling fixture, because it just makes it really difficult when you want to plan interstate trips. The reason they haven't released the fixtures is because the airport's too small. They're trying to figure out what the best games are to put in prime time. Well, that's what I'm saying. If that's the reason, I can understand it, but it's frustrating for people like me who I'd much rather they fucking just release it now, and in 6 weeks' time they regret it because I picked a shit game, than me fucking missing out on interstate trips. But it's annoying. I don't know. I hope they don't do that next year. What would chat rather? Would you rather a rolling fixture? So, by this time, round 5, you still don't know what the Friday night game's going to be round 9, or just the fixture in itself for the whole season. So you know exactly. What games are on tomorrow in Melbourne? West Coast v Collingwood and Richmond v Bulldogs. I'm almost certainly not going to any of those games because it'd just be tough. Because I'm hitting my grandparents and all that sort of shit. I'm a West Coast supporter, by the way, and seeing us sitting comfortably in 18th from the bye onwards is... Well, I don't see... Like, it's going to be an intriguing battle, round 6, Port v West Coast, because there's a good chance both sides are going to be 0-5. And let's just say West Coast win that, then Port will be 0-6 heading into the game against St Kilda. And I just have a feeling, knowing St Kilda, we're going to lose to Port, and I'll be at the game, and we're going to do something like we did to Adelaide, and it's just going to be shit. I'd rather whole fixture released. I would like to go to one of those. Yeah, I'll look. I would as well, but the amount of times I've fucking asked you, Will, to go to one of the fucking games, and you've said no. So, I'm not going to help you. Plus, I probably won't anyways. Sammy, you don't make sense because you're not going to go 0-4. Something astronomically bad will have to happen for Essendon to lose against Adelaide. Like, I know Adelaide, they've got Taylor Walker back. They've looked all right in the last week against Port, but it's a must-win game for Adelaide. It really is. Port overrated. Well, they were pre-season, right, after what we've seen now. But right now, no one is rating them go, Tom. So I don't know how you can say they're overrated because no one's saying that they're going to be a top 8 side. Well, very few are saying they're going to bounce back and be a top 8 side. So that... I guess they were maybe overrated last year. Like, they kept beating the sides that they were expected to beat, but then when they actually had a proper game to show up to. Like, for example, the prelim, they just didn't show up for it. And they, I guess, in that sense, were quite overrated, weren't they? You're extremely injured, but yet your injuries you can't blame injuries on an 0-4 start like that. Like, I know it's not the only reason, but still. I've got a bit of a headache. I don't know why that might be. Maybe it's the stream. Well, I'm gonna set it up like this now. Alright, what else? With all my mates, we have to plan things in a month in advance to actually have a chance to get our shit together. My mates aren't that good either with planning shit. Like, it's actually a rarity now to get mates together at all. Like, what happened on Friday night, I was glad that I got some people over. Because there are that many times things are scheduled, but people fucking ditch out last minute. Like, one of my mates who was meant to come, well, the reason why I didn't go is because apparently he was, and it was quite obvious because he didn't say a reason, but we saw on Snap Maps he was in a suburb that his girlfriend lived in. So unless he's fucking out that suburb picking up fish and chips or some shite, he's 100% with his girlfriend, and he didn't fucking tell when he said he'd be there on Tuesday. And the other mate who said they would come, the reason why they couldn't is because they have to go and pick their siblings up from work at 12 o'clock, but he was at home at 7:30, and the footy finished at 10:30. Well, that's the shittest reason ever because it doesn't take an hour and a half to pick someone up from work. So, you take what you get. Also, when I've never turned down going to a game with the people in the group chat unless it was impossible for me to go. Yeah, I guess you've been quite flexible. There are other people that haven't been as flexible, to be completely honest. I won't point names, but that might be a certain Collingwood supporter, if he's still watching this. How can we not, though, Cardi? You've got Charlie Dixon out, Robbie Gray, Fantasia, Aaliyah, and I guess now Wines. That's a pretty bad injury front, but other teams have had it worse in previous years, and they've still recovered. I think Richmond, when they had their injuries, they probably were worse than what you were at right now, Port. I don't think that's the only fucking problem. You've got to rely, that's why it's important to have depth. Otherwise, shit like this can happen. But it's a reason. Like, fair enough. That's why I turned Snap Maps off. Yeah, well, the people who turn Snap Maps off are untrustworthy, Will. But at the end of the day, I can see where you're coming from. Like, sometimes I don't want to fucking... There are times where I elect to not use Snap Maps just so people don't know where I am because I just don't want to do something. Like, someone say, oh, I don't know, do you want to do this with me at this time? And I make up a reason that, I don't know, I've got something at home. Or I don't know what the reason is, but in reality, I'm doing something else. So I elect not to use the app at all so they don't see where I am. I've done that before, and I could just simply turn it off. But it's not like I've got fucking pedophiles on the app. I don't have that many people on the app at all. So the only people I have on the app are my good friends. But it's like, you just keep it on. Well, why not? I know it's called privacy, but it's not like I've got fucking Snap Maps turned on for all my subscribers. So every second of every time I move, they know where I am, because that would be pretty bad if that was the case, wouldn't it? But when you've got 30 or whatever, however many I have on of your closest of people you know, I don't think it's that bad at all. Anyway, let's move on from that. Rowan is out till halfway through this year, so fresh legs in the second half of the year, so that's a positive. It is. Will says he's turned Snap Maps off so I don't get caught in 4K dodging. Yeah, true, but again, what I do is I just don't fucking turn on the app and it's not that, because I don't really use it that much at all. I only use it mainly for group chats or if I need to message someone. But I don't take part in useless streaks that mean absolutely nothing or any of that other shit. So it's not like I go on it every. I don't really go on it that often at all. So it's not that hard. If the AFL YouTube group chat was on Snapchat though, fuck, I'd be in a bit of trouble. Ditching plans if I wanted to check the group chat. But luckily it's on Instagram. Do you reckon the Eagles can bring their season around back? No, I don't. Because even before all this shit happened, I still didn't rate Eagles. I thought they were going to slump to 12th, 13th before the start of the year. But now it's gotten a whole lot worse for the Eagles, and I can't see them finishing outside the bottom four. Because, look, I know West Coast will have to get better, right? But they have had a pretty easy start to the season. If you look at their fixture, they've had Gold Coast, North Melbourne, Freo, and Collingwood, right? And honestly, I would have seen 2 to 3 wins at least before the start of the year. But they have not looked close to winning any of those games. So those are 4 winnable games gone, and they still have a pretty tough fixture ahead of them. So I can't see Eagles doing much at all, unfortunately. Not gonna lie, I've got so many useless streaks. I tried, but it's like if I give up, I remember I was on a streak like 40. I fucked it up, and I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm not gonna bother again, and I haven't since then. It's been a while. I just couldn't be fucked because there's no. Well, I don't see there being a huge point, honestly. Mr. Saints fan's horrible, man. Jesus. Like, I swear to God, he couldn't get off that app when I was with him for the Gold King Challenge. He like, seriously, mate, get a life. Should AFL have regulation? No, they should, because that wouldn't work. It'd be cool, but there's just not enough. It's just not going to work. And how that won't work. We can't have it like, I don't know, if the bottom 4 got relegated. So Gold Coast, let's just say North Melbourne, West Coast. That'd just be so shit if that was the case in AFL. Because it just won't work. Like what Williamstown, fucking Frankston Dolphins in the AFL, they get pumped by 200 every week. It'd just be, yeah. It would be cool if it, I don't know, if it were to work in some way, but it hasn't been the case since its inception, so I can't see it being anywhere close to happening. So it's not happening, but it would be cool if it were to work and it worked well. Anyway, but no, they shouldn't, obviously. What did you think of the umpiring tonight? Look, every fucking game people complain about the umpire. I thought it was fine. If anyone blames the umpires on the result, they're looking for a cop out, because it wasn't the umpire's fault. It was a fair enough umpired game. I feel like the free kick count 18. In fact, there were not even that many free kicks. 34 free kicks is quite a small amount in the standards, so I thought it was fine. There's not a second league. Yeah, that's what I should have said. That's what I was sort of trying to say. Yeah, there's the next best league are all the state leagues, and that just wouldn't work because I don't have the funds. They don't have the facilities to cope for being able to run in the AFL. It just wouldn't work at all. It would not fucking work. If that was the case, North Ballarat v Williamstown in the lowest granny. AFL's the only professional league of Aussie rules. There would exactly. Yeah, I don't know why we're even discussing this. I don't know why that guy even brought over the idea. I'm sure he wasn't being serious. But now we're having that discussion as if we're considering it. It's not fucking happening. The structure isn't there. Geelong should have won by 30 points. Brisbane fans think they get robbed every game. It's actually so dumb on their part. Well, I don't know if they should have won by 30. But when you look at the scoring shots, you could argue that Like, they had 10 more scoring shots, so I guess they could have won by 5 goals if they kicked accurately, but yeah. But in all due respect, Port Adelaide, Port should have lost the game by over 10 goals. Like, they were very, very lucky. The scoreboard looked the way it did. 32 points, was it? Which is very respectable. It should have been at least 9, 10 goals. Give us a house tour on stream. You've seen my house, Will. Unless you just want to see it for the sake of it, but you've already seen my house. And I can't be fucked, honestly. Like, I could, because I'm on my phone, right? I theoretically could. Here's my room. It's so plain, because I don't have anything on my walls. Like, if you go to most people's rooms, they've got at least something, like even a poster or a frame, but I just don't really have anything to put up. And at least here, I don't need anything, because for my setup, I like to have a blank wall. And then I can't really have anything up here because there's a window, and then here's a cupboard. So it's this wall, but there's a shelf and a fucking hooky set. And then it's like, there's no point again here because I don't know. I don't need anything on my wall. Who gives a fuck? And who gives a fuck about a house tour as well? You've never been upstairs. Well, I'm not giving you a house tour at 1 in the morning, Will. I'm sorry. Or 1:40 actually. No, I'm not doing an all-nighter. In fact, I need to hop off. So I'm going to hop off at 2 the latest. Because I got to get up at 7:30 to go to Caulfield. And I got a fucking Caulfield 7-Eleven. It's the stupidest thing, but it's the only place in all of fucking Victoria that I've seen that sell footy cards. I'm in desperate need to get a few packs for something in particular. Mr. Saints fan's real name is Tarson. You're not being serious, Sammy. Tarson. Fuck, no wonder he's got no friends. Tarson. No. Tarson is his real name. Fuck. I can't comprehend Jesus, fuck. His name's Tarson. Tarsun. Imagine naming your fucking son Tarson. That is the shittest name I've ever fucking heard in my life. Tarsun. Oh, I can't think of that guy the same way, Mr. Saints fan. I'm sorry, but Tarson. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry, mate, but that is bad. That is horrible. Is that even a fucking name? Is that legal to name your son Tarson? Surely you've got to know that your son's going to get bullied comprehensively. But, oh well, I guess that's if that's the case, that's the case. So is that 100% no to it? Not 100%, but look, because the thing is, if I actually end up going, you fucking drop out at last minute, that'll piss me off monumentally if I'm the only one ending up going to the game. So you better be 100% on willing to go if I have the slim chance of going, but there's a very strong chance no, because I've got a lot on tomorrow. Did he tell you that, or did you ask him? Did he just tell you that randomly? Well, I think that's the most surprising thing about this stream. Tarson is Mr. Saints fan's name. You've never done that? I'm not saying you have, but I'm just saying people do that. People, especially a few of my mates, actually, they always do that. They always pull out last second. It pisses me off fucking monumentally. Like, I have the whole week. I remember my birthday, 15th birthday, I invited 8 of my mates to come to mine. It was actually a sick night at the end of the day, but for the first night, they were all going to go to my house. And of the 8 or the 9, only 3 of them, I think, showed up. Yeah, it was only just 3. The rest fucking pulled out. They had stupid bullshit reasons. But it was all right. I think they went to mine on the 15th, because that was my birthday. Then on the 16th, at like 1 o'clock, we went off to my other mate's house, and then we played a bit of PlayStation. Then we went to the Melbourne Comedy Festival, and we spent the night at the city. We had some dinner there afterwards, and then we head back, spent the night with my mates, and then the next day we just went to the park, played basketball, it was a good few days. Will it happen this year? No, it won't. But hopefully something does happen for my birthday. But the end. What was I going to say? I was going to say, yeah, a lot of them pulled out last minute, which pissed me off. What day is you coming on? Sunday. So I did say, if you wanted to go to like the city and then leave at like 2:15, 2:30, you can, I guess. I don't know. Let's go back to the this angle. At 2 o'clock, I'm going to end it, even if the chat's pumping, because I really do need to head to bed soon. He doesn't pull any chicks, Mr. Saints fan. Like I highly doubt it. I've yet to pull a chick in my life, and that's partly due to the fact that I was I looked fucking 9 when I was in year 11, and then when I sort of looked my age, or hit puberty, I was like, oh, well, there's no fucking point. So I've never really been out there seeking pussies like Sammy is, who's in chat. Anyways, but I can highly 100% guarantee that Mr. Saints hasn't pulled a chick in his life. Total Drama says if I had a brother named Tarson, he'd kill himself. Well, does Mr. Saints have a brother? That's the real question. Was Nick at the comedy festival? Well, I don't know. No, I don't think so. Considering that he's in Mildura, was that a joke? I could probably do that as well. If you want, I'll let you know. You were prepubescent. I was. Yeah, the thing is, Sammy, there's a difference. It's not, you can't, and I'm going to go back to this angle because I prefer it. You can't brag about getting pussies when you get the sluttiest fucking, like, you get trash. You get what's left on the fucking sidewalk. Just garbage chicks that have no human decency and are only there for some sex and an extra bit of snap score. I don't fucking know, but they're not there for love. You're never going to get a long-time relation out of that. I'm not there for that, Sammy. I'm going to find the one. Well, hopefully, but I haven't searched, Sammy, but you have, and you found complete garbage. So I wouldn't be bragging, my friend, my fine fat-headed friend. Snapper said, how about the push in the back by Hawkins? Okay, yeah, that was one of the calls that was probably, like, one of the few obvious calls in the game that was shit one. But even if, I still think Geelong deserved the win. But yeah, that was a shit call. I'd agree with that, Snapper. Sure, this chat isn't full of virgins. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've got no. It's probably a few. I'm assuming. Fucking Sammy isn't a virgin, and he's 16. I don't know if that's concerning. Is that concerning for people in chat? Well, actually, he was 15 at the time, I think. So for a 15-year-old to already lose his virginity, is that concerning? I think it is very concerning. So Nick wasn't who... I don't know for Geordie. Well, you are bragging. G'day, Dalton. Sammy's found the absolute garbage, but there's still a better... I don't know. I mean, that's if that's what he wants, but he's acting if it's a race. Like, and he's when he said to UCAT, when you're in Melbourne, I'll give you pussy, bro. And he's like, UCAT was never asking. And if he was to ask, if someone to get girls, he wouldn't ask you, Sammy. You're 15. Okay, let's come on. It's a unanimous decision. He's quite concerning that he's lost his virginity at 15. So he's done that before he's passed year 9. Fuck, that is actually extremely concerning. He's done that before He's gotten a job, which isn't as bad, but still pretty bad. He's done that before. He has fucking gone to school for 100 times in a year, or in 2-3 years. Dude, that's bad. That's really concerning. The AFL Yankin joined Sammy, though. Hard to feel that my school lost at around 15. I think that's just... Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right. People are losing it so fucking early that it's almost normal for that to happen. Maybe I'm the fucking abnormal one, still at 18 and a fucking virgin. But, like, I just... Like, fucking hell, Sammy. And everyone else at 15, desperately trying to lose it like it's a fucking race. Like they're trying to fucking Stephen Bradbury it. Like, there's no race. Take your time. Like, there's no need to fucking rush. It's weird that you know about that, Will. Realistically, you shouldn't have passed year 7 when he did it. Geez, though, 15, I was offered when I was 12. You were offered when you were 12, Coates. Oh, you probably looked 18 when you were 12 anyway. Look, I don't know why Sammy wanted to get there, but that's his decision, and we have to respect that. But it's it's 1:53. I'm gonna wrap up in 5 minutes, so you can stick around for another 5 before I head off. Groton doesn't look 18 now. If you just didn't look at his, like, obviously he's short, but there are still short people that look older than what they are. If he didn't have a beard, I would think he's 10. Well, I thought go time was like 24, 25, legitimately, like a year ago. But like when someone has a beard, they look a lot older than what they really are. Like if I had like a full, if I had a full mustache and beard, this is like the fucking terrible one. I would look a lot older than what I do look like right now. And what I would look like right now. Bitter is 19 and hasn't lost it to anyone above the age of 6. And that's pretty concerning. But as if Kev is 31. Yeah, Kev Magpies is 31. I wouldn't mind meeting Kev one day. Maybe Kev can come to the Saints Hawthorn game. You looked like 14 and sounded like it, but now you actually look 18. Look, I appreciate that. I think if anyone, 16 is the very minimum that I would accept. But anything younger than 16, I'll take it as a bit of an insult. If someone say I look 15, that'd be insulting. 16 will be like, okay, I can see it in a way. 17's all right, 18's fine, 19's surprising. I remember I went to the fucking bottle shop the other day, and by the other day I mean like a month ago, and they didn't ask for ID, and I was by myself. And it was the first time I went to that shop as well. So either they're just really bad at their job because they should have asked for ID, but they didn't. So maybe they think I look older than what most people think I look like. Do you like the new scoreboard? Which scoreboard? Why is his voice so squeaky? I surely it's not got anything to do with a disability. You wouldn't think. But it's like Shannon's also another man who's 21 almost and has a very high voice. It's pretty funny at the footy when they assumed you were under 18. Yeah, but that's okay because who was I with? I was with you, Will, just you. That's okay. That's fine. Like it's not too out of the ordinary. Because I get asked quite often now when I'm entering buildings, how old I am. Because if you're over 18, you have to sign in, right, for some places to get COVID check-in. So it's not like if I was really young, they wouldn't even ask, right, if they didn't think I looked 18. But they obviously did ask. But that's all right, Will. I don't mind. And it's good because I can get away with like still using a child Mikey if I needed to, and buying a child ticket at the footy, even though they don't check. I don't think I look 20. No, there's no way I look 20. When at the AFLW, you had to show your student card. Oh, fuck. That was bad. That was really fucking shocking, Geordie. I remember that. That was the first time it's been brought up since then. And I'll reveal what happened. So when I was at the footy with Geordie, was Sammy there? I can't remember. It might have been. I think it was the AFLW. It might have been St Kilda v Melbourne. They were giving away. They weren't even. It's not like they were giving away fucking alcohol or whatever. They were giving out dare ice coffee, and I went up and I asked for a dare ice coffee, and they said, "Are your parents?" They asked. They needed my parents' permission apparently for fucking iced coffee. They thought I was younger than them. I don't know what the age requirement would have been, but it probably would have been under 13. So I had to fucking whip out my student ID card and show them, no, I'm actually 16. Yeah, it's fucking sad. Oh, and I'm pretty sure if Geordie or Sammy was there, they would have just got given it and they wouldn't even question it. So that was bad. But that's when I did look pretty young. I've got too much of a baby face to look over 16. Yeah, I had a baby face for a while. I probably still do, to be fair. I need a haircut, actually. You're right. And when I say you're right, I'm not directing to anyone. I'm just saying it to myself. I am right. I do need one. Who's got the most punchable face of the AFL YouTubers? Well, I wouldn't call him an AFL YouTuber, but the man who can't be named. There are PSOs all the time at Box Hill, and every time they ask me how old I am because they think I'm bloody older than 16 for the student marquee. They never ask me, and I don't even... like, you actually can't tell what marquee you've got, whether it's student or adult or whatever. So when I have a marquee in my hand, I'm assuming that it's an adult, but if it's not, fuck, I don't give a shit. Like, what, they can't fine you. Well, they can actually, but they shouldn't fine you for that. I'm more likely to get a pensioner card than a student ID card. Nah, you don't look that old, though, Tom, to be fair. And, like, is right. You probably, without the beard, you could get mistaken for a high school student. So what go, Tom, do you say you could go to a Good Friday as well? So who is going to that game? Is Geordie going? Is it Geordie, Ryder? I don't know about Blade. UCAT, Sammy, I think. Go Time. Bitter will be there. So decent numbers. Jeez, you wouldn't believe how long it took me to disassemble this boom arm. Oh, geez, this has got a spring and a half on it. If you let this go, it goes flying. Like, this could... It won't kill anyone, but it could hurt someone badly. Just let this go at someone's nuts. Look at this. Oh, it fucking flies. And it's solid. You can only sit... Mate. Okay, Sammy, even if you didn't buy your tickets, buy yourself a ticket. It's not that expensive, but he bought you tickets, Sammy. At Box Hill, when you touch off the colour, it lights up. Yeah, but I don't know till after I touch on. That's the thing, Geordie. I can't tell what card I've got as I'm holding it. So if I've got a fucking child card under 16 and I touch on, I go, well, fuck it, I don't care. Because I still think if I'm using a child card, I don't think they just go, they just accept it. They go, oh, fair enough, he's probably under 16 then. Or 16 and under, which... I'd have to look quite young for that. All right, it's 2 a.m. now. I'm going to ask last questions, and then I'm heading off because I got to go to bed. So we'll ask last questions. I'm going to answer every final thing in chat that I see, and that's it. Go Tom says I can fit into a small size clothes. Yeah, I'm either a small or medium. I actually don't know. I think I'm still small, but would have to see what the size of my shirt is that I'm wearing. You can't send me the ticket for the Melbourne game, not the. Well, he bought tickets. He told me he did. Can I make the punch for the next round? Yeah, release the arm at Ben's nuts. Well, you gotta realize that Ben's just not like if I gets the most likes right, it's not. I don't. He's probably gonna have to agree to it. I don't think he's just gonna. It's a bit unfair for Ben, don't you agree? Like, oh well, sucked in, mate. I guess that's what everyone wants, so you're just gonna have to suffer with that. I don't think he wants that to happen, and I don't think he. Well, I highly doubt I'll be able to do that. Because that won't end well at all if I did that. It would be funny for you guys, especially. I'll shout him out the footy. Who's the youngest in the group chat? I don't know, honestly. Could be you, Cat, actually. I'm off too, got to study. Well, you don't. And you might, but you're not. Why don't you do it in a homeless? Yeah, that's a good idea, Geordie. I'll do that next time. Nah, it's not. It's got nothing to do with subs. If it had something to do about subs, Cade McDonald would be in it. And it's got nothing to do if you're nice. It's going to be hard for anyone to be able to get added to that chat because you've got to understand the jokes. Otherwise, you're just a liability, really, in that chat. Like someone is right now. So I wouldn't ask to get added because you're not getting added. It might be legit me, says Will. What might be legit you? You're still fifth. You are still. No, I don't think you are. And it'd be funny because you're like the tallest and the biggest in the group chat. And if you're the youngest, that'd be quite ironic, but it wouldn't be you. All right, I'm gonna head off now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Obviously, this won't stay public, but it was a good to just have a bit of a chat after the game in bed. Pretty tired. Do I chat? Yes or no? Do I finish the rest of my drinks, before I head to bed? I feel like because I haven't drank in a couple hours. Not feeling as much. But do I just do it for the sake of it? What else has been? I think that might be it. Yeah, I thought Will was older. Ryder isn't 14, Sammy. And he's not in the group chat as well. Oh, shit. But also, yeah, I think, what was I going to say? I can't remember. Members only Glanks as Will? Yeah, be a member. Finish him, cunt. I'll finish him, but I won't finish him on stream because you don't need to see that. Fuck. Oh, this boom arm is like, it is a weapon. It is a weapon, this boom arm. It's going to kill a man one day. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I don't know what else to say. I appreciate the support. We're actually really close to 16K, so that could get hit tomorrow or on the Sunday. But I'll finish the drinks for you guys off stream though. I saw that, Will. Wait, Will, check your DMs. Apparently, Caden sent you a private message. Apparently, he told me that. But yeah, Total Drama's going to stream, so maybe I'll hop on that. Maybe if he does a StreamYard, I'll finish my drinks on Total Drama's StreamYard. How about that? If you do a StreamYard Total Drama, I'll down them on the StreamYard before I head to bed. All right, I'm going to head off, guys. Have a good one. And drinks on stream will never happen. I'll do it on Total Drama stream if he does a StreamYard. But when I'm holding my phone, it's going to be hard to just find an angle. So I'm going to hop off though. Have a good one, guys, and we'll see you soon.